Hi people. So I just came back from seeing Eclipse, and so far this has to be like the best movie out of the Twilight Saga. Like, the movies just keep getting better and better, especially with the new director, David Slade. He's a really good director. Overall, the movie was just, it was wow. It wowed me. Like, in some parts I was disappointed because they either rushed it too much or they didn't really show it at all, explain it at all. So, I'm gonna get into a few or a lot of spoilers. So, if you haven't seen the movie yet, go see it and then come back and watch so you can listen to the spoilers. Okay, well, first off, the beginning was great. The whole rain scene with Riley turning into a vampire, that was wow. It was the best beginning out of the whole Twilight Saga. I'm gonna skip ahead to the tent scene because I really liked the tent scene. Jacob and Edward, I loved how they did the tent scene. Although Bella didn't seem to detest as much when Jacob got in the sleeping bag with her, which I wanted her to detest more. Let's see. When Bella punched Jacob after Jacob kissed Bella, that was wow. But what I hadn't got, and I was trying to figure this out with my friend, that in New Moon, Bella had hit one of the wolves, slapped one of the wolves, and I forget which wolf it was, but her hand did not break or get sprained. But when she punched Jacob, her hand was sprained. I was like, how does that happen? And the battle was great. It was wow. I loved the effect they put in there when they broke the limbs or snapped off their heads. The battle was just wow. I loved Riley's acting and the girl who plays Bree Tanner's acting. She was really good, and I would have loved to see Bree Tanner actually become part of the Cullens if the Volturi hadn't killed her. What other part? The part when Edward went and told Charlie about the plane tickets to see Bella's mom. I really wanted to see Charlie's reaction a bit stronger, like it was in the book. Like, he argued with Bella and Bella argued back. I would have loved to seen that instead of him just kind of accepting it and letting Bella go. The new Victoria, Bryce Dallas Howard, I believe her name is. I mean, she's a good actress, but I just don't see her as portraying the part as Victoria as well as I think you pronounce her name Rochelle Lafitte. I cannot pronounce her name, but Rochelle or Rachel or whatever. Oh, my dogs are whining, so if you hear that, yeah. I just didn't see her as Victoria. She has too much of this sweetness in her and Rochelle had this fierceness, this evilness to her, and she was just overall a better Victoria than Bryce Dallas Howard was. I loved the flashbacks with Jasper's past, Rosalie's past, and the werewolf's past. I'm going to start with Jasper because I am so glad he has a talking part in this movie. In Twilight and New Moon, he really didn't talk that much. He just had a few lines. And I was surprised to know that Jasper has a Texas accent, like a really down south accent, which is like really awesome. And Rosalie, I loved her flashback so much, especially when the part when she was with Royce, and that whole part before she got changed into a vampire. And the werewolf flashback was just totally epic. I loved it. What else? I loved how Edward and Jacob are butting heads in this movie. Like, they're constantly fighting, and yeah. Now, personally, I'm Team Edward. I will always be Team Edward. And I was not happy when Jacob kissed Bella, and I was definitely not happy later in the movie when Bella kissed Jacob. So you could tell me your take on that. And who do you think Bella is better with, Edward or Jacob? I obviously think Bella is better with Edward. And plus, Jacob really never had a fighting chance. So yeah, leave comments below, and thank you.